Our lives unfold theatrically and dramatically with comedic pratfalls, but tragically when death calls. Heroes and villains all are we, but for this evening's performance, the part of the prodigal son will be played by me. I walked into the room where an old man was dying. I was enveloped by the smell of fear, death, and shit. The odor embracing me like a lover returning home from a long-forgotten war. My palms were moist, but a desert baked my tongue as reptiles and cacti wrestled each other down my throat, making every swallow an audible chore. Adrenaline filled my belly and head. Anxiety whispered in my ear like a cheap lawyer giving me bad advice. You gave Mom a memory she'll never forget when you cracked her skull, broke her ribs, and split her lip. Now, how am I supposed to treat my wife with these lessons I've learned? Well, there are bridges to be burned if children are a roadmap to their parents. We found out soon enough that you were a hitter, and you may think this is why I am so bitter, but I beg you to reconsider the facts. It's hard to be black, and without a father figure to show me where it's at, I got caught up in some bullshit that was wiggity, 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 whack. But there's more to it than that. Every time Mom looked at me, she saw you. And every time I looked in the mirror, I saw who? Hello, me, it's me again, and how I self-loathed my old friend. So the identity crisis got lost at the bottom of a bottle, or at the end of a joint, or between the legs of every woman who was lost and scared and insecure, just like me. But I learned to love myself with the help of my own family, and you had nothing to do with it. For that, you get no standing ovation, you were just sperm donation. And I'll try not to be negative, so don't get me wrong, but you are not my father. You were just a dude that fucked Mom. And oh, how I wish I had the balls to tell you all this while you were lying there rotting on your deathbed. But instead, I just took your hand in mine. It's hard to think that this is how it ends, stretched out on a bed sheet, sorting through a wreckage of regrets. Is that how the song goes? Because you caused as much sorrow dead as you did when you were alive. So why was I at your bedside crying? It's called compassion, motherfucker. And you could not beat it out of me. You could not beat it out of me. You could not beat it out of me. Fathers and sons, cliches and bad puns, psychological scars aimed at each other like guns of the Navarone as the prodigal son returns home.